Hey guys, finally, don't burst. Hey, the Senate President Godwin Akpabio, is really hurting right now. He head done the hurt. This is impeachment. Impeachment has hit Senate President over sexual harassment. And I know the issue of the Senate President now with Senator Natasha. They don't call him out, say make he resign now to save Nigerians' image. Group tells Senate President Godwin Akpabio. And group of human rights organizations seek the impeachment of the Senate President Godwin Akpabio. They say they cannot just take this. The way they do the matter, they rub the matter. It just get as it be. Godwin Akpabio should step aside so that it will give room for independent investigation. You cannot be a judge in your own case. You understand? The Senator Natasha is out there. They have, suspended her. There are two persons there inside this matter. Is it because he's the Senate president? So these groups and Nigerians are now calling for the impeachment of Senate President Godwin Akpabio. The Action Collective is a political and civil advocacy pressure group. They has called on Nigerians. They has called on the Senate President Godwin Akpabio to immediately step down or face impeachment, or he should resign from office following the mounting allegations of sexual harassment that have not only tainted the integrity of the National Assembly, but also embarrassed Nigeria before the international community. The group insists that Akpabio's continued occupation of such a high office is undermining the image of the country and sending the wrong signal about the nation's stance on issues of gender-based violence and accountability. In a strongly worded statement issued on Thursday and signed by its national coordinator, Mr. Teddy, the group, Akpabio's alleged misconduct did not start with the recent allegations made by Senator Natasha Udwara. According to the statement, the character of Senator Akpabio has long been in question as far back as 2020. They mentioned one jury, the former acting managing director of the Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC, publicly alleged that Akpabio attempted to sexually harass her at his Abuja guest house. In advance, she claimed to have resisted by slapping him. Although Akpabio denied the 2020 allegation, and threatened legal action for defamation, Action Collective stressed that the consistency in the nature of accusations over time raises serious and red flags about his conduct and fitness for office. So in a functional democracy, a public officer with such a controversial record could have stepped aside to allow for an independent and unhindered investigation, the group noted, adding that Nigeria cannot afford to project leadership perceived to be hostile or disrespectful to women. The group condemned what it described as a culture of impunity and the senator's lukewarm attitude towards addressing the matter with the urgency and seriousness it deserves. We believe in the presumption of innocency, but we also believe in institutional integrity. The Senate President must step aside for the sake of dignity of the legislative arm and the country at large. His continued presence in the seat is a mockery of justice and is a slap in the face of every Nigerian woman. The statements added. The Action Collective concluded by urging all well-meaning Nigerians, the civil society organizations, and international human rights bodies to lend their voices to call for Senator Akpabio to vacate office pending a transparent proof into the allegations. If we must build a nation that commands global respect, we must be seen to uphold moral integrity in leadership. That is just it. So now the question now be say, wetin Senator Akpabio still dey do for that office? I dey drop am for here. Abeg, drop your comment below the comment section. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Please share this video, make it go viral. Let Nigerians understand what is happening today in the Nigerian political landscape. Thank you. See you in my next video. Bye for now.